Okay, here's my board. I've had some requests on YouTube to explain my board and how I have everything hooked up. I made it out of MDF and plywood. I coated it with a Tolex. I hinged it at the back. So here you can see my power strip, power supply, and a mess of wires. The reason why I did that is so I didn't have the mess of wires up top. And I also didn't want my pedal board being one long thing that I had to make a crazy case for. Anyways, I have 3 loops here, even though you can't see them. Let's start with the tuner. I go in from my tuner, straight from the tuner into this double looper here. You can get on eBay. They're from Poland. They're built like a tank. And this has 2 separate loops, in and out on A, in and out on B, and then obviously an out. My first loop I've included in order the Tremolo, the bass Whammy, GT2, the delay, and the BR2. So what I've done is I've gone into the tuner, straight into the looper, out of the looper, into the Tremolo, into the Whammy, into the GT2, into the delay, into the BR2, and back to the looper. For my second loop, I'm going out of the looper, into the chorus, into the flanger, into the Tech 21 VT bass, which is an amazing pedal. Every board should have it. Into my Rat, which I do not use as a separate channel for doing tool. I found another pedal to use. You do not need this one. I do use that for other things though. So I go from there into the back into the B loop on here, and out of here into one of my equalizers. I use that at the end, so if I know I'm turning on a pedal that sucks or is too loud, I can use this pedal to equal it out. For my third loop, so I'm basically going from this to this looper, through here, out of this loop. In my last loop I have my Morley, a tone bender, and another equalizer. You do need this because of how this pedal and this pedal together can affect your sound. You can equalize it out. If you think it's sucking too much of your bottom end or you have too much, you can definitely use this bad boy, help you out. So that's my third loop. The reason why is one of the hint I got from Brad is using this looper here as a trigger point for your wah or your volume, which you can use. This pedal you can use as a volume pedal as well. And the second loop on here I use as a mute button. And that's basically my pedal board. This light is a barbecue light that I took the plastic off the bottom. It has a thread in the bottom of that. Made up a disc on a lathe, put a thread into it, and now I have a light. Pretty easy. Alright, to my gear. I've been trying out some different heads lately. I've had this small Mesa 360 forever, even before I started playing Tool, just because I like the sound of it. I went out and bought when they still made these in the US. This is a killer head. Everybody should have one of these. It is unbelievable for sound. I don't usually turn this bad boy up past about 3. You can basically get away with using a lot of different head combinations with this because of the room it has. And right now I'm currently using a 412 Mesa Powerhouse cabinet. As if you guys are getting gear together and you want or strive to play Tool, let me tell you a little secret that you should worry about your head as a last. As far as the sound, the speakers make a huge difference. Obviously the bass and your pedals if you want to obtain that sound. Now I recently had in my possession, here's a picture of it on top of my stack, a Galen-Kruger 2001. I A-B'd all three of these heads, and I was easily within 2 minutes. I could get the same sound out of each head, all three: the Ampeg, the Galen-Kruger, the Mesa. This is a 360. This is the smaller one. Now, depending on the size of venue you're playing, with me, if it's smaller and they have a really good, or even if it's mid-size and they have a really good PA system, I'll use that. Or if they have a crappy PA system, I'll use the Ampeg, just so they don't have to mic me or anything. I just have enough power to fill the room with that. And honestly, I'm going to keep my Mesa because, well, mainly because of the price. The GK is, in my opinion, a little overpriced, especially in Canada. They're like $1,500, and I just think I'm going to stick with these two for now, just because I was able to obtain. Now the GK, in comparing it to the 360, obviously with the power that it has way more room to push speakers than this guy here, and it has a distortion channel, which probably I would never use, seeing as my board, and that's about it. Good luck.